So to create a pattern in Photoshop, I usually start with creating a background from my pattern. In my case, I asked Midjourney to generate the background, but you can also find it in online, like in Google search. So I asked to generate a background that will represent a gray beton wall with some texture on it, and from the image created, I'm going to make a proper pattern. Once you align layers one on top of the other to make the edges and transitions more smooth, you can use the eraser tool, change the opacity to 50% or slightly higher, and apply it to the parts you want to get rid of, so it looks something like this. Step 2, now I do exactly the same thing, but for the other layer. I sourced the photo from the site Unsplash.com, and here it took me around 20 minutes to align it well and clean all the part I don't need in my print with the razor tool. You can also reduce opacity of one of the top layers just to be sure that the pattern by itself matches. Now I imported all the other layers, all the other images, and did exactly the same thing, cleaning it, arranging it so that it matches into a pattern that pleases me. Another cool tip is to change the size of your eraser or brush without going to the upper menu. You can do it by pressing at the same time the buttons Control plus Option and slide the mouse left to right to change the size, or up and down while still holding the Control and Option to change the flow and blurring option of the brush. Also, use the clone stamp option and tool. What you need to do is, once you select the clone stamp, you press Option and put your mouse somewhere on the picture where you want to take the texture and copy it to the other side. And you just use it as a brush, and it will start exactly from that point to bring the texture to the point where you want it to be. Like this, you can cover, for example, the watermarks, as you can see here.